Hello students. So today we are going to study about the arguments for democracy. China's famine of 1958 to 1961 was the worst recorded famine in world history. Nearly 3 crore people died in this famine, and during those days India's economic condition was not much better than China. Yet India did not have a famine of this kind China had. Economists think that this was the result of different government policies in the two countries. The existence of democracy in India made the Indian government respond to food scarcity in a way that the Chinese government did not. They point out that no large-scale famine has ever taken place in an independent and democratic country. If China too had multi-party elections, an opposition party and press free to criticize the government, then so many people may not have died in the famine. This example brings out one of the reasons why democracy is considered the most best form of the government. Democracy is better than any other form of government and responding the needs of the people. So we are discussing about the China's famine conditions in 1958 to 1961, where around more than 2 crore people died, and it also suffered a huge economic crisis. But India, on the other hand, did not had a famine crisis, and but still was able to survive this and had a better, not much better, but similar economic conditions than China. This was because India was a democratic country and it had China was China. If China was a democratic country, then it would have felt the pressure from the opposition party, from the media, from press, and people might have had the right to say something, share their viewpoints, and this could have structured this could have forced the Chinese government to manage the scarcity of food in a better way. The non-democratic government may and can respond to the people's need, but it all depends on the wishes of the people who rule. If the rulers don't want to, they don't have to act according to the wishes of the people. A democracy requires that the rulers have to attend to the needs of the people. A democratic government is a better government because it is a more accountable form of government. There's another reason why democracy should lead to a better decisions than any non-democratic government. Democracy is based on the consultation and discussion. A democratic decision always involves many persons, discussions, and meetings. When a number of people put their heads together, they are able to point out possible mistakes in any decision. This takes time, but there's a big advantage in taking time over important decisions. This reduces the chances of rash or irresponsible decisions. Thus, democracy improves the quality of decision making. This is related to a third argument. Democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. In any society, people are bound to have differences of opinions and interest, and these differences are particularly sharp in a country like ours, which has an amazing social diversity. So there is bound to be a differences in opinions and conflicts. So democracy provides a method to deal with those differences and conflicts. In a country like India, where there's such a diverse population and diverse social culture, there is bound to be differences and conflicts. People belong to different religions, speak different languages, practice different religions, and have different castes. They look at the world very differently and have different preferences. The preferences of one group can clash with those of the other groups. How do we resolve such a conflict? So we'll discuss this method, how this topic of how democracy helps in conflict resolution in the next class. We'll discuss this in the next class.